and she is helping me expand the practice and get clients. And a really big part of that is the marketing and the graphics and all these great things I know nothing about. And she speaks very highly of you. And I've looked at your site and your work. And so I'm excited about the possibility of working with you.
Okay.
So,
Awesome. Well, I'm always happy to help fellow JJZ partners. Unfortunately, it has been a story I've heard quite a few times. It's hard to get into a new business, especially when it comes to COVID-19. You know, everything pretty much had to move online. So if you were not able to immediately adapt to that, it was really hard. So that's not your fault. I hope every time I talk to a partner that struggled, I'm like, there's so much that you had to deal with. Like, there's no way that this year could have been a great first year for you unless you just got really lucky.
Thank you for saying that.
Of course. I don't want anyone to get discouraged because it's a great business to have. And I'm more than willing to help with the digital side. But yeah, you're right. Unfortunately, right now, especially with how the world is going, we're gonna have to move everything digitally. Like, everything has to be kind of done online. And with our social media management services, we really try to provide value to personally, and our brands, we try to provide value to our customers, because we find out that that's what actually gets people coming back when you just give free information. So that's why if you look at any of our pages, there's so much content. Like, our website has a whole bookstore. You can get all sorts of stuff for like $5. Like, it's great. So, you know, I would anything that you need help with, feel free to ask, and then we can kind of make a plan and go from there.
Everything. So let me tell you where I'm at. I can't, even though I would love to leave my day job for a side hustle, I got bills, I got kids. Mm-hmm. I can't leave. Not only that, I work for the government, so my image can't be on it. I have a separate LLC. I'm really trying to hide Jenine Marie. Mm-hmm. And so the LLC, the persona, all of that, I can't be the face of it.
Okay.
So that's one thing that I have to say with every conversation. That's one. Mm-hmm. Two, one of the things that most attracted me to Mignon's class is the fact that she has this whole thing like set it and forget it. Mm-hmm. So I will be not in the business day to day, but I want to work with key subject matter experts such as yourself to just take care of stuff. And hopefully the take care of stuff I can afford.
Right.
So take care of everything. Right now we have a really nice logo because I paid for it. Mm-hmm. We have a set of colors, you know. Not only that, the website is being developed. But as far as pushing the marketing and the social media, I would really look to your firm to handle all of that. Like, okay. I'm not wedded to anything. Yeah. You guys know the subject matter. You obviously are very good at putting together items. And what I like the most about your work is that it speaks to everybody. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just, you know, only Black. It wasn't just only young. You had a diverse set of images. You had really hard-hitting content that was very tax oriented, but then also like everyday type stuff. Right. Like, oh, okay, yes, I'm sold. So thank you for that. We're getting ready for next tax season. I don't have any traction at all, no followers, no nothing. Okay. So we're starting from zero, but in a way it's good. It's not like you have to dispel some mistakes I made or some ratchetness I have on my social media pages at all. So it's a clear canvas.
Okay. Hey, that's actually a great place to start. You know,
is it? Okay, good.
Now, one thing I wanted to ask, do you have a niche? Like, do you have a certain industry that you cater to more than others?
No. So let me tell you where I'm at right now. And this is something Mignon keeps asking me about. That's my coach, right? She even got me out here trying to work out. And that's just my coach, ready for everything. She's great. She's been a blessing. So What is my niche? I don't know. I need to make my money back. And I think the way to make my money back is going after moms
Yeah.
and those that um so for this year, let me tell you what I'd like to do this year. I think for this year, this tax season, I have to go after those that will be the simplest returns,
Mm-hmm.
those that will have deductions, those that I will be able to get my payment off the back end quickly so that I can pay you all to help keep me in business, keep the lights on. I gave up my brick and mortar. Oh,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have got it. I shouldn't have done it. But I just gave it up. It was hard. But anyway, so I'd like to go after parents, after moms, single moms,
Okay.
but I am open.
Could I make?
Given the fact that they are hungry, they are the ones that want that refund fast. I would like to focus on parents, childcare, do like a wraparound with daycare centers. I started in between watching Power from the beginning again to put together a list of childcare centers.
Mm-hmm.
And, and then there were a couple of national entities that I had worked with in my Jenine Marie hat, Head Start program, child care centers nationally that I would like to sort of market to and pitch, as opposed to pitching local housing developments. I'd rather focus on that because I know that pocket and that will tie into moms and or families that really need this refund, and I think that's what I'd like to target at least early in the season. Not only that, but I think it has a lot of touch points for some of the other things that I could offer. And if I get tagged in my day job with the government, I can say, oh, I'm just volunteering for childcare. As you know, I worked in Head Start for a number of years. And even though now I work in civilian oversight, I was just volunteering.
Right.
So I think it'll give me enough cover.
Right.
Does that sound like something we could do?
So yes, but I have a quick question, and I think this is
Sure.
something that you probably make a decision on after you move away from your government job, because then you'd have the freedom to um, take care of your business however you wanted if you wanted to move away from it. But ideally, the first thing that comes to mind when you mention your niche, and this is kind of separate from, this is just my own personal experience with my firm and
Sure.
everything. We had so much more success when we stopped trying to go for everybody that wanted to do their taxes done, whether it's moms or fathers or whatever. We had so much more success when we stopped that and we went specifically for e-commerce brands. So we said, we are specialized in doing taxes for e-commerce brands, and we help e-commerce brands save X amount per month. That one sentence made us more money than trying to go after, everybody, because it made us specialists in a niche. Now, I think your niche would be daycare. And I think you still would be able to help moms through a relationship with your daycare client, business clients. And you always want business engagements because they're less confusing. They're more easy to structure. You can just, put a contract out and a business owner would follow your contract, give you the stuff. Whereas a personal person, they might ask for a discount and still expect way more work than a business, return even takes. You have to kind of put those things into perspective. But one thing that I will say that is where you are in your business, though, it's not a bad thing to go for moms. You got to start somewhere, But when it comes to appealing to these different niches, whether it's moms or daycare centers, it's absolutely doable. However, the way that we do it, we do Facebook and
I'm sorry,
Instagram.
you're breaking up. Can you repeat that?
No, it's okay. I can repeat that. So what I was saying was there's multiple ways that we can reach out to these two groups, whether it's moms or daycare centers, right? When it comes to us, typically we like to do Facebook and Instagram ads. However, you could reach out to them. I know I'm cutting off again, right? Facebook and Instagram ads is what I said. But however, you can reach out to them multiple ways through cold call, cold email, different options. And they all kind of range in how much it'll cost you. Typically, Facebook is one of the easiest way to buy traffic. Facebook is not the cheapest way to buy traffic, meaning your cost for every single one lead is probably around $1 to $3. right? In order to get somebody's contact information. Now, at that point, it's a numbers game. The more contact information you get, the more people you're talking to, the more clients you're able to close. So when it comes to you building your business, that's kind of where your mind wants to be, because eventually you get to the point, any big business in the world, they have a lead generation system, a close system to get the client on board. And that's what eventually you need in your business. However, to start, if you're wanting social media management doesn't necessarily cover that. Social media management is more so just the content on your page and helping you organically grow traffic. Organically meaning people just, can you hear me?
So
Yeah.
traction and following. I hear you. So let me go back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what my target market is. I have an idea, right? And I haven't tested the idea. Just in trying to connect the dots, I know that in the beginning of the year, the people who come to us quickly, to come to tax preparers quickly, are those that have
A reason for
deductions and who need that return for something else.
Right.
And if I can't connect the return to a business and roll it that way, that's what I'm thinking, but I'm open.
Right.
I would like to target to moms and or parents with kids in childcare. I would like to wrap around childcare centers, but I'm open to what the subject matter experts tell me will work.
Well,
I just want it to work.
See, I think daycare and childcare and even moms, I think that's a great niche. You're absolutely right in that they're usually.
Okay, good.
Well, see, the thing is, you selected one of the best niches to select for this, because daycare centers, you can partner with them and have all the moms come into you as well. So your clients can also be commission partners, affiliates. So it's a great place to it's almost as good as doing a staffing agency, because they can easily just put your pamphlets in every one of your, right. So I think you made a great choice. It's just a matter of how you want to approach them. If you want to go towards the moms first and then see if the moms can put you in a relationship with their daycares of choice, or you can go for the daycares first and see if the daycares will set up something for the moms to come through for you, or you can just do it separately. But that would be costly because you're appealing to two separate niches at once. And keep in mind, anytime we do your lead generation, there's going to be a cost involved to get those people on your, So it's like you want to pick one lane to go first.
Sure. So let's try the business first. Yeah, let's follow through with the business. So if we go after childcare centers, both public, private, they're also like national chains, believe it or not. Public, private, how should that flow?
Well, with
childcare, go after the daycare centers.
Well, with daycare centers, just like anybody else, daycare center owners are on Facebook at the end of the day. That when it comes to B2B engagements, the best way to do it is either cold email, cold call, or paid traffic, which is Facebook and Instagram ads. And again, that's completely separate from social media management. With media management, that's just us, putting the content on your page and make sure you look professional. However, what we're talking about is actually making sure your pipeline is full of people that want to talk to you about you doing the work for them, which is just, it's great. So I just want to make sure that we have an understanding that those two services are completely different because they have different results.
We need the pipeline.
Exactly. So if your main objective is to have more clients directly and you don't want to worry so much about your Instagram and stuff, then what we have to do is social media. It's digital marketing. We're just doing. We're going to be creating campaigns for you where we target specifically the daycare centers and we position you as a professional. Now, and again, that goes back to the conversation of you not being able to put yourself out there. I would suggest, because you can't put yourself out there, hire a tax professional, like someone that you can trust on a commission basis, and have them be the face for you. And it could still be your name, but they can do other content. No, go ahead.
Sure. So help me understand that. Why do I need a face?
Because someone needs someone to trust. People need someone to trust. So when it comes to
as opposed to just a logo.
So when it comes to your marketing, when it comes to this prospecting system, someone's gonna have to be talking to these people, like say, hey, look, I know you're going through Instagram right now. Maybe your daycare is struggling. You haven't been able to keep profit. You can't see where your cash flow is coming. Well, guess what? We're here to help. We've got X amount of years with experience with daycare centers, and we are more than happy to help you. My name is so and so. I've got that whole conversation is what actually gets people interested in your brand. Then you kind of funnel
Okay.
them through a system, and eventually you get them on the line, you talk to them, and you close them.
Okay. So all right. So two things give me pause there. One is the face could be my daughter,
Mm-hmm.
but she's really young. So I wouldn't come to her for taxes because like she's
Right.
still undergrad and she
Right.
looks, we got good genes. She
Right.
looks really young. Um, I do plan to onboard providers.
Mm-hmm.
I have one provider in particular that I don't mind using as the lead.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just concerned about what happens if that lead leaves. I'm building this person up, their provider with Jaybird Financial. If we tie everything to this person's image and their voice and they leave,
Mm-hmm. Well, see,
what happens?
it doesn't necessarily have to be that direct of a tie-in. It's more so just that someone has to represent the company. So it's not necessarily
Okay.
that she has to make it known who she is exactly. No, it's more like there has to just physically be a face there speaking about the company. And it's not always going to be necessary. A lot of the times we'll be able to use images to get the point across and to get some good leads, but videos always convert a lot better. People like to see, the content a lot more. So that's
Okay.
the only reason why I'd say we need a face.
I'll
But
find one.
yeah, otherwise, if you notice my social media page, you see a couple of videos of me when I first started. Otherwise,
I'm
I'm not
sorry.
on there. I'm sorry, I got cut off. If you look at my social media page, there's like 1 or 2 videos of me months ago. I don't really post videos of myself either because it's not that necessary, but that's just the management side. That's the daily, but when it comes to like your outreach and you appealing to people and giving value, someone has to let that value out of their mouth.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's essentially what it is.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
And I might even decide to do that.
Okay.
It could be me. And do you think that person does it have to be male or female?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter? Okay, good. So we'll do that. We are now less talking about social media management service and we're now talking about digital marketing.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's kind
cool.
of different. Yeah. And I'm glad that you pick up on that because that's like there's such different services. One, we're actually like making sure you have a list of people to talk to every day that want your business. The other one, we're just kind of helping your image out. They're completely different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
Okay.
just to give you some context, one of our firms that we manage right now, Royal Tax Solution, when COVID started, we ran a campaign. We only needed to run it for 1 month, but we ran it for 1 month for I think $800 was the ad spend that she spent into Facebook, but she was able to get over 300 leads, and with those leads, she closed about 20 of them. But with those 20, they referred people that she was able to make over $100,000 within a few months. So it's the lead system. It's always like, yeah, she had a great year. I don't even think she's even really in JDT that much anymore. We kind of moved away from that, but that's simply because
Yeah. Yay! Please do that for me. I got kids. Wait, where's the dog? Come here, dog. Say hi. Okay, please.
but one thing that does come with it is it's a lot of you're gonna have to come out of your comfort zone. You have to talk to people. You have to learn how to be a salesman. It's like you have to sell people when they call you. Again, it's higher engagements if you're wanting to go for daycares. So that's definitely something that we can do. We've done it. Like she's done great. We're even still working together to this day. But it's something that you have to be ready for. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah, I'm ready.
yeah, right. So when it comes to you saying that you wanted to make sure that your 9 to 5 is not really affected by that, the way it kind of works, if everything works out really well, you might just want to step away from your 9 to 5 and take it on, because honestly, the lead system, it's all about you, the client, and how seriously you take those leads. Because it's going to be a list of names that want to talk to you for your service and their daycare providers. You don't have
they're gonna want to talk to me. They don't want to talk to somebody else.
Well, not even that. Well, here's the thing. You can actually put other people in place for that. We use a two call close system. What that is
Okay.
when people come into our lead list immediately within less than an hour, an appointment setter is going to call that lead and set an appointment for them. Someone has to actually call that person and touch point with them and say, hey, this is what you opted in for. Are you sure you want this? Let's book a time and get you taken care of. And then they actually book a time with the salesman. Then the salesman gets on the call then goes through the whole pitch with them, offers them the services, and then closes them. We give them a salesman a percentage for every close, and then they just move the work over to the tax professional. None of that process really has to have you in it when it gets running. At first, it's going to have you in it simply because we don't have the bandwidth to be able to hire those people to take care of it for you when it comes to your business. You know what I mean?
Okay, I understand. So it's like that initial
push. And then after you get to a certain point, I honestly, that's why I'm in Austin currently. We're Stephanie's office is here in Austin. We are systemizing her office and putting people in place to take care of this stuff, so she doesn't have to work in the business. She can work on it. You know, that's the whole thing. Yeah. So it's doable.
So I'm willing to work in it, so long as we know that there'll be a time where I cannot work in it. And I need to be upfront about that so that we can strategize on how to make sure that's cool. Like one of the pros about this whole work remote new world that we have is that I have a little bit more time. I'm not commuting as much. Like my job is with the government, with the city of New York, and that is like in Manhattan. Where I live is in the Hudson Valley, and I usually commute 2 hours each way.
Oh, wow.
And I make that 2 hours, that's when I usually work on my business, you know, depending upon the signal on the train and the noise level on the train. And that's how I've been able to do it. But now that I have more flexibility and that everything's from here at home, then I think I might have more time to do it. The only sticking point is like how visible I am. And so if I do it for a little while, I don't think that's bad.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah. So I initially. Sorry.
So how should we get started?
So I initially was expecting this to be a call.
I lost you.
You lost me? Good. Can you hear me?
No, how should we get started?
So I initially expected this to be a call for social media management. So I haven't gotten a chance to break down exactly what you need into a good proposal for you yet. So if you can give me till Sunday, since I'm here working for Stephanie, I'll put together something for you and I'll give you some options as far as pricing, because trust me, I understand that. Like I started with JJT. That was my first, my tax firm was my first business. The marketing agency was a blessing from God. I didn't expect everything to kind of work the way it did. So I understand needing help, and we're here to do that. We want to help you grow your business. And we actually want you to come on to our group as, you know, one of our tax firms that we help out with systems, hiring, all that stuff. If you wanted to do that. You're more than welcome to join. So I just give me till Sunday and I'll put something together for you, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, great. So let me make sure you have my contact information. So you have my personal cell. Feel free to text me.
That's the number I called.
I'm sorry?
That was the number I
called? Yeah. Okay. 845-427. Yeah, I didn't send you through the grass monkey? No.
Yeah.
Sorry, grasshopper. I didn't send you to grasshopper. That's my personal. So call me, text me, whatever. The Jaybird Management at Gmail. That's the best
email.
Email to reach me. That's on cell phone. It's always on my hip. I read that first.
Okay.
I have other identities for the business. Like we have a .com. I have somebody working on the website. A lot of things are coming into place. So I feel good about the season, and I feel good about working with you. So thank you for taking me on, and I hope I can afford you.
We're gonna work.
We'll do it modularly. Once the money starts rolling, it's all yours. But I hope I can.
Here's the thing: anything can be broken down into a skeleton, and then you start from somewhere, and you build to something. And I'm not lost on that. I know very much where you are. I was there myself, and I think I understand where you need to kind of start. So the plan I'm going to give you is going to have that in mind. I definitely don't want to overload you, and I want you to get to the point where we can have you on as a client. We're helping you make X amount of, $50,000 a month, just so you can pay us our little amount.
I'm loyal. I'm not going nowhere.
All right, that's what I love to hear.
And I'm loyal. I'm not going anywhere. So take care of me. I don't want to go. I want to get with a good group, set it, and
Forget
give
it.
you full carte blanche. Set
Got
it and forget it.
Well, I'm not here
Right?
to
I'll
let
be like the best client.
I'm not here to let you down. So trust me, we will be okay. We will be okay.
Okay, great.
All right.
Great. Thank you so much for reaching out today. I'm excited now. I might
Me
do my
too.
hair.
Thank you so much for your time, Jenine.
All right.
All right.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Oh, snap. All right. Bye-bye.